Yo, what's up, guys? So, I did a little bit of thinking last night after I shot my first video, and I think I made a decision that today I was going to do a tier list, early tier list for Season 2.5 for the characters, for everybody who doesn't really know Marvel Rivals or doesn't keep up with stuff. They can check it out on my channel, definitely look at it. I'm going to give my opinions on stuff. Everything is based on my personal opinions. This will be mostly done from bronze to diamond because that's about where I have gotten to peak at. So, yeah, let's just go right into this and get started. The first character, we're going to start out with all the tanks first, and the first character that we're going to start with is a character that I talked a little bit about last night in a video whenever I was playing Magneto, and that's Thing. So, in my opinion, gonna be honest, he's kind of bad right now. There's a lot of reasons why he's bad. One, they nerfed his E, so it kind of makes it to where they give less damage mitigation, and it makes it hard for him to be able to survive even with that. His E's not the greatest whenever it comes to escaping and stuff. Or going in, I mean, not escaping. Also, a big reason why he is in D this season is because he's really good against Dive, and Dive's just not very good. And in Season 2, there was a character introduced who happened to be a very hard counter towards him. And that character is Emma Frost. Or as everybody in Rivals likes to call her, Mommy Frost. Yes, I'm going to put her in S tier. She is really good at making space and holding space. She takes out most divers very easily. She does a lot of damage. If you have not got the chance to play her, I definitely suggest playing her. She is ridiculous. Next up, I got Venom. Honestly, I don't think he's bad without the Spider-Man team up because he never really gained anything out of it. I just don't think I want to say B. I don't think he's terrible. I just don't think he's the greatest tank to play this season. I think he can do well in some comps like triple tank, but in normal comps like dual tank, there's just a few better options, and we'll get to those shortly. Captain America, I'm gonna put him in B2. Dive's still not really that present, and really Poke is super strong, and he kind of suffers from that. He can be good in the right hands. He's very situational, I'd say. I'd say he's really good in the triple tank lineup mode. Next up, we're gonna do Strange. I'd say Strange is a solid pick. He's pretty good at holding space and dishing out damage and pushing people, and with the right supports, he can stay alive for quite a while. I would say with the reworks, he's almost right where he needs to be. I don't think that with the stuff that they did to him last season, I don't think they need to do anything else to make him any better than what he currently is. Thor, I'm gonna be honest. I'm a Thor player. I play a whole lot of Thor. I like him a lot. But I gotta say, he's not as good as some of the others this season. I will say, Thor against Captain America is pretty ridiculous. I actually say, he's really good in triple tank comp right now. And he's better than Venom in my opinion, because the damage output is kind of insane. Groot. Honestly, for early, I would say he's S. I wouldn't say he's high S, but I definitely say he's S tier. Those walls are, if nobody's doing anything to them, they can make the game very hard to do stuff to. And when the damages are focusing on actually trying to clear out some of the obstacles that are in their way, it makes things really challenging to be able to push in and stuff like that without taking a lot of damage when there's Groot walls all over the freaking map. Magneto. Should have guessed this. I'm putting him at the top of S for tank at least. In all honesty, I feel like he's the best tank in the game. I feel like him and Emma are the best tanks in the game right now. He's just so good at staying alive, making space, and dishing out kills. And he is really useful at getting assists too, because of the bubble that he's able to give his teammates. He can help make other characters survive during other stuff. Like, let's say you have a Cloak and Dagger on your team and they have a Magneto. Well, Magneto is notoriously a lot better than Cloak and Dagger, and Magneto's ult kind of just insta kills him, but like Cloak and Dagger dies to a lot of ults, right? But because of that, if you bubble the Cloak and Dagger when she goes to ult, you can save her most of the time while she's ulting if you bubble her. It's actually really good. Honestly, I feel like Penny players are cooking this season. I feel like she's pretty good. I feel like she actually deserves this A spot. Because one of the other healers that we're going to talk about has a really good team up with her that makes her really good at holding space. Yes, she's very situational, because it really does depend on what map you're playing on and where you're holding corners. But I do think that she is a solid... If you know what you're doing, I do think she can be a solid pick for the early ranks. In the later ranks, I don't think that she'll be able to get you where you want to be at. But in the early ranks, you know what? I think I'm going to have to put her right here. Because Thor's really good at getting rid of her, but Venom has issues with fighting her. And so does Captain America. These guys all absolutely wreck her. And this is a fight, but Thor wins it. So, yeah, I'm going to have to say I'm going to put her in B. I thought A, but I'm thinking my B placement for her is perfectly fine. This seems about right. Hulk. Okay. So, Hulk was really, really good last season. And a lot of people banned the crap out of him. A lot. A whole lot. But I think he's still good. I just think that there's better picks in the tank category than him this season right now. I feel like these characters are a lot better than what he is. That's kind of why I'm going to put him right here. Let's move on to the damages. We are going to start the damage category with Black Widow. Black Widow... I feel like she's very niche. I don't think she's bad, but I don't think she's good. I think it's just a lot of practice and time played on the character that is like what makes it really where it needs to be. Now for a different poke character. This character has been at the top of most tier lists almost every single season because she is absolutely ridiculous. She's really, really, really powerful. If you don't ban her and there is a player on their team that plays her, most of the time, if they know what they're doing, you are absolutely wrecked because their kill count is going insane. Hela is definitely going to be my first S tier damage. In all honesty, she might be the best damage in the game right now. I think they're actually... No, I honestly think she might be the best damage in the game right now. Let's move on. Black Panther. Well, guys, I think we have our first F tier. And it's not because I don't like playing Black Panther. Because I love how his movesets are. And I think he's a great character. The issue is that there's so many characters right now that counter him so well that he's almost unplayable. Plus, his hit regs are really, really bad. Sometimes you end up double dashing by accident. Sometimes you will hit somebody with a spear and it won't mark the person. There's a lot of issues with Black Panther. I definitely think that he needs to be thrown in the workshop next, just like how Thor and Shark were. Okay. So, this next character that we're going to talk about was notoriously one of the best characters last season as a damage character. He was banned very, very much. But he's not as good this season because of Poke being meta and because of the nerfs. I do think he's still viable, but he's going to be my first B tier damage. I think that he deserves to sit in this spot. I don't think that he is a bad character, though. This character is ridiculous. I probably shouldn't need any explanation why Hawkeye is ridiculous. But if you can hit your shots, you can one-shot most characters in the game. Not only that, but it's really easy to get rid of it. If you can hit your shots, taking out a cloak ult is super, super easy. Plus, Poke is very meta, and in all honesty, the only reason why I have him put below Hela is because Hela's kit is just better than what his is. That's the only reason why he is below Hela, because Hela has a solid escape, she has a pull/stun ability kind of, and she also her kit's just better than his. Let's talk about a tank buster. I think he's niche, and I think he's above Widow. I would very much put him in C. I don't think he's a bad character, but I do think that he's a character just like Widow where playtime kind of matters to be good with him, to make him useful. Right now, at least. Iron Man. Well, should have seen this coming. Flyers are meta right now. Iron Man is really, really good. There's been a lot of people that have had a lot of practice with him recently since the game has come out, and it's been out for a little while, and he was going to be a favorite character. This is a good season for him because Flyers are one of the metas right now. It's pretty strong. Magic. Honestly, most of the magics that I've seen this season haven't been that great. They've kind of suffered really bad with everything that's happened. But I still think that they're viable. I just don't think that this is a good season for her. Well, this character is garbage. And I hate to say that because I really, really like Moon Knight. But his damage is crap. And his ult is crap. It rarely ever gets kills. And it's super easy to escape. Honestly, they probably should have left his ult alone. I don't think he was terrible whenever how it was to begin with. People complained about it because it was glitched. I do think that they should have fixed the glitch. I don't think that they should have messed with the speed drop of the talons. This character needs reworked also, in my opinion. He is horrible. This isn't even a terrible meta for him. He's just that bad. Okay, let's continue on. Namor. I'm gonna put him at B. I'll actually put him above Human Torch. Namor isn't as good as what he was last season because divers aren't as good. So I mean, he, you know, Poke's better, and with how Poke is and these two being really, really strong, and him being really, really strong, and them being really good at getting rid of his some of his main damage output besides his spear, their shots are also way easier to hit than his. I'm gonna put him down here. I don't think he's horrible. I think he would work against Dive still 110%, but like I said, with Dive not being very good this season, I just think that this is where he belongs. So, I know I've been saying Dive hasn't been very good this season a lot, and I know this next character is a Dive character. But this next character is also really good. Psylocke is a solid pick. She is a really good character. She has solid damage output. This is a good damage. Her ult is very, very useful. I don't think I have ever... I've had bad Psylocks on my team, but I don't think I've ever regretted having somebody pick a Psylocke on my team in this current meta. Which... I'm gonna put her here. Now I know you're probably thinking, I get a lot of kills on her, but she's crazy. Because all I have to do is get close to them and go boom, boom, suck, and they're dead. Or the team up with Strange is really good. It destroys most tanks. I'll tell you, with just by itself, C. Right here in C for my damage, actually. But with the team up, A. Throw it away and go to bed. Okay. It's time for our next character. And that is going to be the menace known as Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man took a major hit this season with losing his symbiote thing. Because his symbiote thing gave him a one-shot ability. I don't think he is horrible. I do still think he is playable. But there are just better picks than him. I don't think he is bad, though. I think that he is a very, just like these, he is very, you can make it work if you have put a lot of time into it and have a lot of practice and are really good with it. That's where I'm at with the C rank. I'm where if it's in C rank, it's you've put time and practice into the character at being good enough at the character to make it work past the diamond tier. Okay, This next character is actually pretty good. I'm gonna put her right here. I don't think she's a horrible pick. I think people are sleeping on her. I think if there's triple tanks, they're screwed. She goes really, really good against triple tank. She has really good damage output. The stun is crazy because she can double stun somebody and they're dead. She's just insane. Okay, Star-Lord. I think Star-Lord is still a solid pick. I don't think he's bad this season at all. I think he is still pretty good. Actually, I would put him above both of those characters in that. Actually, no, I can't do that. I will put him above Psylocke in A. I think that Iron Man is really good against him in all honesty right now. But I don't think Star-Lord is a bad pick at all. I still think that he is a good pick. Next up we have Storm. Honestly, best flyer in the game right now. Absolutely insane. She is absolutely crazy right now. The double ult team up with this, also with another character that we're going to talk about, there's an ult team up. The team up that she has can get through every single support ultimate in the game. There is not a single support ultimate in the game that this team up cannot get through. It is absolutely insane. I am not saying that the team up is why she is broken. I think that she is good regardless. I think that not that she's broken. I just think she's really good this season. She's probably the best flyer in the game. Punisher. I'll put Punisher in A. I don't think Punisher's horrible. I think Punisher actually works pretty well in some comps. I do think it sucks that he lost his team up, but I think if you're hitting your shots and you're playing your cards right and you're using your shotgun, you can get by pretty well. Now I am going to probably put him at the bottom of my A. Actually, I'm going to put him at the top of my B for damage. I can't put him in A because I still have 3 damages to go and I have a couple others that deserve to be in those spots. Bucky. I don't think Bucky's a horrible pick. I think just like these, I don't complain if I get a Bucky on my team. Most of the time, they're pretty solid. In all honesty, I would put Bucky above Psylocke. I don't think Bucky's horrible. He's also pretty good at the poke meta with taking out flyers. Wolverine. Oh, I love this character and hate it at the same time because it's one of my favorite damages to play, but also as a tank main, this character is freaking annoying. I'm going to put him at the bottom of A. I still think he is really good because he does counter 2 out of the 3 big... He counters almost every tank. I think that he's still very viable, but poke is just better. It's so much better. He just gets outclassed by it. There are metas that work around having the Wolverine, but I still think that he's a good pick. He's not a horrible pick, but he would be probably at the bottom of my A list. Okay. This dude right here. Boop, boop. 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 Yup. I know poke is strong. But everybody underestimates the triple tank meta right now. I honestly think that the triple tank meta is really, really powerful. Especially if you're not using triple tank, you're going something like Emma Groot, Emma Magneto, and then you're doing something like Hella Strange, or a Hawkeye Strange, or I mean not a Hella Strange, a Hella Mr. Fantastic, or a Hawkeye Mr. Fantastic. Or let's say you have the Star-Lord. Honestly, I'd go with one of these other picks in A, to be straight. Besides, if you get Storm, I'd just go with another flyer and do flyer comp, because flyer comp's really, really good. I do think this character is absolutely insane. I think his survivability is nuts. I feel like his survivability and his damage are absolutely crazy. He can live forever if in the right player's hands. He is insane. Our next category is going to be our healers. The first healer that we're going to start out with is going to be Invisiwoman. Honestly, she's really, really good. It's also because Strange is really good, and that team up just gives him more survivability. But she's able to shield all the flyers very easily. Some Magnetos have very big issues with getting through that ultimate, because when they pop their ult, most of the time they go invisible. I think that she is really good because also her kit is just amazing. She will pull you around the map. You can be close to dying, backing up, and she'll pull you in, and then their teammate will kill you. Her healing's really good. Her shielding's really good. Her ult's really good. She's a really good healer. Okay, we're saving this guy for last. We're gonna move him back here. He's the new guy. I don't want to do him yet. Adam Warlock. He'll be our first B rank support. I don't think he's horrible, but I do think that there's better supports with better healing output than him. I don't think he's a bad pick at all. I do think that you can make a team that works around him. And I do think that constant revive comp is still viable. But there's just better supports than him this season. Cloak and Dagger. I've played a lot of Cloak and Dagger. I love Cloak and Dagger. It's a great character. She's just not very good this season. There are so many counters to her ultimate that are in the top areas. She's very, very easy to kill. I don't think that she's that great of a support this season. Rocket. Rocket was kind of crazy last season because he got a rework, and it kind of made him go insane. But I don't think that he is as good. I think that he's good. I think he's a solid pick, just like Adam. But I would say he's better than Adam. That's why I'm going to put him right here. Plus, the Penny team-up just makes him really good. But like I said with Cloak, even with him being in B, there's just better options. Mantis. Poke is crazy. If you know how to manage her cooldowns, her healing can be nuts. Her damage output can be crazy. She can play around most comps. She's going to be my first A rank support. But we're going to move on. Probably the best support in the whole game. I don't know why they keep on messing with this character and making her better and better and better. She is Marvel Rivals Golden Girl, 110%. She is almost a must ban every single game in the support category. In all honesty, I think she is the best character in the game right now. This season reminds me a lot of Season 1 Luna Storm bans. Straight up. Or Luna Hella bans. You don't see much Luna Hawkeye. You either see Hawkeye or Luna, but I feel like Luna's a better pick than Hawkeye because you gotta have some good aim to get those shots off 24/7. But if they have a Hawkeye player, you target ban that Hawkeye. The other best support in the game right now, Loki. Loki's so good right now. He gets revived off of Hela. He can copy Luna ult, making you unstoppable for a total of 30 seconds. They can't do anything to you guys. If you stack the ults on top of each other for a total of 30 seconds, they can't do anything to y'all. Y'all are just going through. It's crazy. And even with the Invisiwoman ult, copying the Invisiwoman ult is so good. It's probably the two best options for his copying, for his ultimate. His healing is also really good, and he has insane survivability still. I do think that Hela being high meta is, helping him out a lot. But I think that this is where he deserves to be at, 100%. Okay. Everybody's favorite little sharky boy, Jeff the Land Shark. Where am I gonna put you at, buddy? You got a whole rework this season. They did your stuff all over again. You have a pretty interesting team up. You know what? You're my C rank healer. You're not a bad healer, but like I said with the C rank, these are very much, if you have a lot of time played on these characters, these are niche, in my opinion. I feel like that you can do something with them if you know what you're doing. These are very niche characters. Okay. Time for the new guy. The guy who's been getting MVP almost every single game in most lobbies, who has been going absolutely nuts, farming stats, because that's what he does. People say his healing is subpar. I tell them they are wrong. People that don't know how to play him do not know what they are doing. Most games that I have had an Ultron on my team that knows what they are doing, they get MVP every single game. They have the most healing output every single game. They have some of the highest. I've seen my Ultrons have more damage than my damages in some games. He's just that good of a character this season. But that's going to conclude my Season 2.5 early tier list of Marvel Rivals for the ranks from Bronze to Diamond. I really appreciate anybody who jumped into my channel to view this video and check it out. This is all opinion based. This is all based on my opinion of what I have played through the game so far this season. This could change later on. The meta is always shifting in different ways. But yeah, I really appreciate you for watching my video. If you enjoyed this video, please check out my other video that is probably right down in this area over here. If you agreed with some of my stuff, or you just liked how I have with my videos, I'd really appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe. It'd be great to expand my videos horizon. Thank you, and I appreciate you watching.